Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is such an honor to be here with you every day. And for those that are new, I'm an intuitive and psychically guided tarot card reader. I do incorporate a lot of different oracle and divinations to send you and bring you the messages. My main intention is to bring you upliftment and to hopefully perk your curiosity to the realms of the mystical, seen and unseen, which are ever present, and to bring some great clarity and fulfillment in your soul and your well-being in general. So I have, as I always like to start, the I Ching Coin Oracle message. And today we have no moving numbers. And that simply means, for those that are new, that I throw a hexagram or coins to create a hexagram. And if I receive any 9s or 6s, they become moving numbers, and we have more than one message or one card to read. But today we have the 1, and it's very important. And yes, it's overall general, but many times it resonates with the masses. So hopefully you will find that to be true for you today. The name of the card is Shy, and the number is 7, and 7 being very, very divinely guided and angelic and heavenly is the words that come to mind, because it's definitely been a very prominent number in the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I feel like that makes a lot of sense. So the upper part, the number 7, the title is the Army. The upper part of the hexagram today is Kun, Earth, Receptive, and Devoted. And the below section of the hexagram is Kan, Water, a Pit, and Danger. So the one message for everybody today is Shy indicates how with firmness and correctness and a leader of age and experience, there will be good fortune and no error. The nourishment and education of the people is the best way to have good soldiers ready for use in any emergency. Let me read that again. The nourishment and education of the people is the best way to have good soldiers ready for use in any emergency. How perfect is that? I greatly appreciate that message, and it brings me hope and faith, which I will never stop having, because I think that's so important to the well-being of everybody. I do want to say I'm a Reiki Master Practitioner, and I bless these cards every day, and I also bless the global planet, sending healing and loving restorative energy to every one of you. I want to say that astrologically, the sun is in Aries. Happy birthday, Aries. You've got through the 19th. And I love your energy. You're a fire sign, and you bring us motivation and positivity and action and strength, power. You are a fire sign. We do have the moon in Scorpio, which is a water sign, and that definitely caters to our emotional side, our sensitivity, really reaching in and figuring out and listening to our needs and our wants and how we're feeling about any particular situation. It will go into, the moon will turn into Sagittarius later tonight, though, so we'll have a double feeling of that fiery energy, which is what Sagittarius is as well, including Leo. But the Sagittarius is, of course, about the seeking of truth, higher education, communication, travel, optimism, mainly truth, I would say, sticks out the most as far as that. So yeah, so we've got some really great energy. We've still got Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius, and I believe Mars in Aquarius. Oh, we have 2 here. So I am going to be reading to you from the Gil Tarot. which is a beautiful deck, and it is by Elizabeth Josephine Gill. So the two energies that seem to want to pop out today for us and to be aware of with the messages is change. Oh yes. Bring on the change. That is the Six of Swords. That is an air quality. As I mentioned, we have a fair amount of air quality and energies in the planets happening. So if you're not feeling it, I'd be very, very surprised. The element of air can be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And with the Libra moon that just passed, but I still feel some effects from myself, is prevalent. And then we have Saturn and Mars in Aquarius. We have Venus and Gemini, all the air qualities, all about truth, all about communication, all about thoughts and intellect and ways to speak and bring truth and justice and fairness and equality to everybody. So that's a predominant energy happening, and it will be happening moving forward for some time, moving out of the Earth elements, so we still have a couple of major planets in that. I'm sure you know what I'm speaking of. It could have to do with law. It could have to do with people you know specifically with these signs, or yourself. Change, boy. The Six of Swords in particular, though, in other decks is I have people in a boat, and they're just moving away from the hard difficulties and the rough waters to smoother waters and better times. And that's where we're going, every single one of us. So that brings me a lot of beautiful heartfelt energies. And speaking of heart, the next one is seven, another seven. Seven of Cups. Now this is so beautiful, and it has the green from the heart chakra color. Because emotions are generally felt from our heart, I would think, a lot of times. And the water signs are very emotional and sensitive. And like I said, the moon is in Scorpio. That's a water sign. We've got Cancer and Pisces that are also water signs. But imagination, because the Seven of Cups represents all the choices, all the possibilities. What are we going to focus on? You know, I mean, we have a lot, but when you think too many are in your mind, it's not necessarily going to create that for you. You want to focus in on one specific goal, one specific idea, one specific true feeling or accomplishment that works for you, and then see it into fruition. And know it'll happen. It's about community, it's about relationships and love and caring, family, everything. All of those come into play when it comes to our emotions. So, two beautiful, beautiful energetic messages for today for the overall general tarot. And then let's go to our beautiful relaxed meditation deck. We all need the time, even though we may be at home more, and it doesn't mean we're taking the time to be introspective at all, and to have a couple of minutes a day to do that, to set your mind and breathe deep into really recognizing how you're feeling, what's happening inside, what is it that you want to bring forth and clear out perhaps. So the mantra of this deck is always really a beautiful thing. And so let's see here. I've read a lot of them, but I'm going to see if I can pick one I haven't read. I don't know. Let's see here. What's next? I don't remember reading this one. Let's see about this one. This is interesting. It's a pretty pattern. The blues have to do with the shades of blue have to do with our third eye and our crown chakra. That part of us that gives us that intuition that's stronger maybe than usual right now. The yellow being our solar plexus for strength and empowerment. The title is The Secret of Long Life. The Chinese character for longevity resembles a labyrinth, or the blueprint of an intricate palace. Imagine that each worthwhile project you have, whether it is a plan to mend a quarrel between friends or to eat more healthy, extend your life in a way that is even more valuable than adding years to your allotted span. Out of a full life comes spiritual peace and a store of memories for our twilight years. Well, that says a lot. That's a lot, and I'm sure it means something different to each and every one of us. On the whole, I think we all understand the message. But being well and taking care of ourselves is going to, in fact, turn into taking care of others, and it's so important right now. And I know we're all very much focused on that. So the secret of long life, just another possible guidance for us, you know, another way to view the life that we have. Take your time, make that happen for yourself. And now let's go to the oracle. Oh my gosh. The Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron-Reid has become one of my most beautiful favorite oracles. And the messages we get are so important. So each day is an important time to focus on what it is we are being guided to recognize. Wow. Today's oracle with this particular beautiful deck is the Phoenix. Resurrection, surrender to change. And the number is 29, which in numerology changes to an 11, which is 2. So it's unity and partnership, and yeah. So let me just read to you what these beautiful, beautiful guidance has for us today. It's 29. And we have not picked this before, but I love it. It's so inspirational to know and recognize that we can all be like the Phoenix. The Phoenix appears as your ally to celebrate your journey and to ensure your ultimate success. This is true even if it appears that you've just passed through a metaphorical experience of death or are currently enduring a perception of failure in your life. Death and rebirth are related when you enter the realm of the Phoenix. Seen in this light, nothing truly dies, but rather changes from one ending directly into new beginnings. The Phoenix is constantly reinventing itself and rises up whole and new and even more powerful with every death it experiences. This could signal an end of a relationship or of a dynamic within one, or an end of a job, a project, or even a life. Perhaps no failure is involved, but it's time for a complete overhaul of your circumstances. You may be tired of what you're doing, or you may know intuitively that it's time to move on and try something new. Whatever the case, a death of the old and a celebration of the new life are called for. Whatever you do now will indeed be successful, Whatever you do now will indeed be a successful endeavor, for a rebirth is imminent. Thank you so much, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. I know I needed that. Let's all rise and be the Phoenix that we are in this time and moving forward. And last but not least, I will read to you from the incredible Super Attractor Manifestation Deck to create the lives that we truly, truly want. To feel it, to see it, and to become it. This is a beautiful, beautiful card. So I read this to you. When I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency and what's happening around me. When I introduce joy, got to find that joy in every single moment and be that Phoenix. rising above difficult situations, creating new times, new opportunities, new faith. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you resonate with all of these and that you feel a little bit better. I appreciate giving the messages. I look forward to seeing you each and every day. And so take great care of yourselves. And until next time, bye for now.